I'm here with Jeremy from Origin Acoustics. Jeremy, you're formerly of Speakercraft, is that right?
Yes. My business partners and I that I started Origin Acoustics with are the founders of the Speakercraft brand.
Okay. And I think a lot of people thought that you might be out in the Bahamas, drinking pina coladas. What's brought you back into the game?
Well, I did do a bit of that. And, had a great time. You know, the interesting thing about what we do is we make speakers.
Yeah.
And our industry is based around music and entertainment. And I've had a really good time in my career designing what I thought at the time was the best sounding speaker.
Yeah.
But as I sat back, I realized that our best work wasn't done yet. I still had a yearning to create new things.
Yeah.
And I guess the biggest thing is that you can drink pina coladas and you can party and you can have a really good time. But at the end of the day, man needs purpose.
Yeah.
We're beings that are designed to get our butts up and walk or run, lift, fight, crawl, and I guess the modern version of that is business.
And so your purpose is to make music sound awesome, basically.
I hope so. That's the goal.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And there obviously have been sort of dramatic, changes and sort of, improvements since you first sort of started. What has changed in your approach to sort of architectural speakers?
Back when we invented the first in-wall speaker, it was an amazing thing to have a speaker mount flush into drywall and to have the speaker disappear. It was done to take speakers off the floor and put them into other environments where they were not as obtrusive. And as we sat back and Ken Humphreys and Ed Hossey and I looked at the last in-wall speaker we developed at Speakercraft, we realized that fundamentally the product hadn't changed since we invented it back in 1976.
Right.
And our approach going into this, several things happened. The first was, let's change the amount of labor it takes to put a speaker in.
Yeah.
So a typical in-wall speaker takes about 7 minutes to put in with a screw gun. We invented a system based on a zip tie that you can put in seconds. There's a cut hole, you insert a speaker in and squeeze some clamps down and you're done. And so that had some sub-advantages as well. It made the installation system made the speaker smaller. So then we were able to put larger woofers into a smaller hole.
Okay.
And the tagline, more bass and less space, was born. So we've simplified installation and we've focused on sound quality and bigger bass response.
Right. And I mean, apart from sort of it being easier to install, what are the other sort of differences between Origin Acoustics and like your competitors?
Sure. The birth and thought process of what we do is fundamentally about making music sound the best that we possibly can.
Yeah, absolutely.
So coming from three guys that had started the industry and then sold our businesses, we got to approach this a different way. And we got to approach it with one of music quality and fidelity, as well as an aesthetic appeal and design that's far superior to any other product out there. We changed the shape, the form factor of how the speakers look. For so long, speakers have been big, ugly rectangles. We've actually used some laws of nature in our design and architecture and old world art and how we design our speakers. We've used the golden mean to make our speakers actually look better on the wall. And we've reduced the footprint in the ceiling. And additionally, we've spent more money and time on materials and research than any of our competitors out there. But this isn't about us versus our competitors. We're not worried about what everybody else is doing because we found a way to make people happier with better sounding music. We're speaking to a community that's more focused on design and installation. Yeah. And it's going really well.
Yeah. No, I mean, it sounds all very exciting. And so you must be excited about sort of higher resolution streaming audio that's sort of all going on.
Yeah. I'm a 2-channel guy, so I go home at night and I put an album on and I listen to big, huge speakers for an hour and chill out. And so higher resolution audio, it's doing interesting things for our industry. If you look at the evolution of sound over the past 15 years, sound was really degraded with the birth of the iPod. We have a whole generation of people now that have never heard good music.
Yeah.
I mean, do you have a portable music system?
I don't. No.
Do you have headphones?
I mean, yeah, I've got headphones, and I do. My portable needs charging, but
and how do you listen to your music?
Yeah, through my headphones.
And what do you play? What is it that you play it through? What service?
This is really, really embarrassing. YouTube. I'm still on the YouTube. Yeah.
Well, so you're listening to low fidelity music through low fidelity headphones.
Yeah, no, it sounds pretty not great.
Yeah, you're our target demographic.
Yeah.
And you've never experienced high resolution audio that sounds tremendous. And all it would take would be for you to sit down and hear it in an environment and just be able to listen and enjoy, to be convinced that, wow, there is something beyond headphones.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so what we're after is not saving the world from bad sound, but we're all about educating people to the options that are available.
Yeah, absolutely.
And providing a product that's more aesthetically appealing, that disappears in your environment and sounds really good.
Yeah. Well, I think I might actually have to pop by the Origin Acoustics stand. Just before you go, what's your view on Dolby Atmos and also the DTS-X?
So Dolby Atmos is it's pretty incredible. I had my first demo, real demo, a week and a half ago, and I was blown away by the all immersive sound. So I got in contact with Dolby and we had some discussions, and the way that it's designed, you have full frequency response all the way around. And Origin is positioned, I would say, far better than most in that we have speakers that have larger woofers and play a broader frequency response. So as you get that immersive experience, we're going to play proper frequency around the listening area. But in addition, our speakers have a pivoting structure that allows you to aim the sound or direct the sound towards the listening area. So you can create nulls and voids and deflections by pivoting our speakers. And there isn't another company that can do that to the extent that we can. So I think as a customer or an end user, what they really want is great sound and they don't want to see it.
Yeah.
So it's the installer's job to provide them with Origin speakers that can provide a Dolby Atmos experience above and beyond anything else out there. Yeah. And as to DTS, I'm not qualified to speak on that yet.
Okay, all right. Where is Origin Acoustics based? Are you?
Riverside, California.
Okay, so you're another of the Californians that's been on the couch.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a few coming over. No, that's great.
The California casting couch?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's well, come back in a minute. But no, well, thank you so much for talking to us.
Great, thanks a lot.
No,
Thanks
it's
for
great.
having me.
Good luck with today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. Click below to subscribe and be sure to follow Inside CI on Twitter, Facebook and Google+.